So you think part one of Vernabelle, aka Miss Black Pearl's interview was informative? Well, trust me, you don't see nothing yet. Tune in to part two now. How do you prepare for Pearl to play that role?
Somehow it comes easy. I don't know, but somehow for me, I'm able to relate. I don't know, but I'm able to relate to the character. You know, being able to switch from one mode to the other. You know, being able to give of yourself. You know, digging deep, finding forgiveness. You know, I'm able to relate to it. I'm supposed to clean, or am I supposed to clean? I feel the character, and I think that's one of the things that was that Orville taught me, that you know, you have to have a sense of the character, feel the emotions to be able to give it, and I do feel it, so I'm able to. Yes.
How many children do you have?
I have 5 kids.
5 kids?
My eldest died. Yeah.
Oh, my condolences.
Thank you. Yeah. My eldest son died a few years ago in a bike accident. Yeah, it took a toll on me till now, but it has also strengthened me. Yeah. I have one daughter, my princess. She's a paralegal as well. She just completed her bachelor's sociology at the University of West Indies. I'm very proud of her. I have a twin.
A twin?
Yeah, I have twin sons. They have been my greatest source of inspiration. Reason being is that they are disabled.
Oh, okay.
So they were born premature, 28 weeks, 1 pound 10 ounces and 2 pound 10 ounces. And they have changed my life. When they were born, we went through so much with them. A timestamp was placed on their lives. They're now, I must say, they're now 20 years old. Yeah, they weren't supposed to make it this far. Actually, on the day when they were supposed to born, only one was supposed to survive because they had done cancelled. Told me before surgery, oh, that one is done already. It's not going to make it. And after surgery, they said, oh, we'll put him on in the incubator because, you know, he had a faint heartbeat. So don't get your hopes up, because normally they don't survive past a day. And that child challenged everything that the doctors said. He challenged them every single way. He made it past a day. He made it past the 4 days. He made it past every time stamp they placed on him.
That is very inspiring. Very, very emotional and incredible. Incredible. The strength that you have, you know, the motivation to just keep pushing is truly admirable.
Thank you.
Your children, do they watch the series? Do they know?
I don't do anything without them knowing. I always tell them what's going on, and let me say what their disabilities are. One is autistic and blind, and the other one has cerebral palsy, so he does not walk. But they cheer me on in every single thing I do. I wake up, I go home every day. Oh, my beautiful mother, even the one who can't see. Mommy, you're so beautiful today. I will get called in the daytime. Mommy, how is business going? Mommy, you're doing good. Mommy, you feel good. Mommy, make sure when you're going. Mommy, you everything. They motivate me every single day.
Okay, Superwoman. Can you tell me more about this fabulous business that you have here?
The business is in its early stage, and I want the best for it. And given the fact that it have 3 different departments, it needs that nurturing. So I try my best to be the all-rounder, whereas if my staff need help there, I chip in and I do it. As for the kitchen, it's a new addition, and I like cooking a certain way, soul food. So, I cook from the heart. So I want my food to taste a certain way, and I'm yet to find someone that I can, let do that. So for now, I do it. And as for the bar, I just don't want it to be like a place where, regular bars, everybody go, and I want it to be like a family setting. Everybody come here, feel a part of something. And, I don't want the harassment. You go to bars and some person go to bar to sit and relax and have a drink, and then you have this man over here smoking and beg a little thing. I definitely don't want that. I want my customers to feel at home when they're here. So I try to create that environment with comfort, and respect.
What are some of your other talents, if any, besides cooking, acting, being a fabulous mom?
I sew.
Oh.
Yeah. I sew, and I taught myself how to do it. So, and I do upholstery.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and I taught myself how to do it.
Wow.
So I will reupholster my chairs at home and everything, like literally settee and everything, like unwrap. And I sew swimwear. I'm going out, I don't want to go in the store and buy something. I just sew something and put it on.
Wow.
Majority of what I wear, most times I sew it. Persons don't know because I don't really sew for people. I don't have that confidence to sew something for persons to put on. But what I do sew and sell is that I sell like sheet sets, pillows, comforters, stuff like that. I sew them and sell them. I have a problem with sheets wherein the wrapper will come off the bed. I hate that, sleeping and
tell me about it.
The wrapper just flip off and while you're sleeping. I hate that. So that's one of the motivation why I started sewing sheets. And I said, you know what, I could do this and sell it. And I do sell quite a lot. I sew them to fit, so it have that deep pocket where you can't just slip off the bed.
So out of all of the things that encompasses who you are, tell me something fun about Verna.
Fun.
What do you like to do? How do you fully unwind from having such a very busy life and being a super mom?
Okay. All right, let's attack fun.
Fun first.
Yes.
And then unwind.
Yes.
Okay.
So fun, I can't tell you that. I think someone else would have to describe me in that manner because I don't know if I'm fun. To be honest, I'm being honest. I'm a no-nonsense person. So person would tend to think that I'm more miserable than fun. You understand? As it relates to unwinding, very simple. I don't need to go anywhere, do anything much to unwind. For me, unwinding for me sometimes is sitting and just doing something that takes my mind away from now. Sometimes unwinding for me is going home, go to my sewing room and just focus on creating something. That's unwinding for me. Interacting with my kids, that's unwinding for me. I get worn out with persons around too much.
Oh, you get people out.
Yeah, I do. So for me to unwind, I have to step away from everybody. Because sometimes I just want to think. If I can allow my mind to process my day, process something else that I want to get done, that's unwinding for me. And not having someone in my ears talking and yapping and having to interact with you, it's too much.
Yeah, because you become overstimulated after a while, right?
Yes.
I totally understand that.
So I have to step away from all that stimulation, and then I feel I don't need to sleep or anything like that to relax. I just need to step away from people, and I'm good.
So you are a single mother, a single super mother.
Yes. I try to.
How has that journey been for you, raising your twins and just your other children as a single mom?
Every moment, every day is a learning opportunity. You've never mastered it. You will never master it because they're growing, they're interacting with the environment and interacting with others, interacting with social media, and they're learning other stuff. And that challenge you as a parent, and you have to go now and learn ways of dealing with the new behavior, the new this, the new trends, the new thing, what you not allow them to do that everybody else is doing.
All the new influences out there.
New influences, and you have to be able to balance that. And doing it on your own, it can be hard, because especially with boys. A mother cannot teach a boy how to be a man. You can show him some stuff, because I do those things in the sense where I try to do the manly things and include my sons in it and say, okay, let's do it. I'm the person who is going to fix a pipe and say, come on, let's go. I'm the person who's going to get the chisel thing and dig out a wall or lay some tiles and stuff like that. And come on, let's do it. Because I need to teach my sons some manly stuff that a male figure is not around to do. And I will get in and do those manly things around the house and give them the opportunity to learn something. But does it mean that I'm teaching them to be a man? Not necessarily so. Not necessarily so. I'm just exposing them. Them being a man is also influenced by other factors, which sometimes I may not have. The first thing you can teach your child is to love and appreciate themselves. Because when you do that, you empower them. Because my twins, at first, persons used to, tell me, oh, you can't let, especially the blind one, you have to rearrange your stuff in the house so that he can, move around and whatever. I said, no. Who's going to move the obstacles out of his way out there?
Exactly.
So he's going to have to learn to maneuver his environment. And how is he going to learn that? I have to leave stuff where they are, and he has to learn to function in the environment. So if you see him interacting, you don't even realize that he's blind, because I have shown him that you have to figure it out. Problem solving is important. We have to teach our children how to problem solve, and having them in touch with their emotions gives them the strength, because they're going to go out there and they're going to be emotionally attacked by others. And if they don't have a sense of identity and have a sense of love for themselves, they're going to challenge who they are, even in the absence of their dads. What I have done is to ensure that they love their father just the same. The love and respect must be there. Even in his absence, there are some times when I may be angry and think, oh, you can do more, oh, you can this, and oh, you're absent, oh, you can this, or whatever it is. But the love my children have and the respect my children have for their father, you would not believe it.
Yeah.
It balances them. It balances them. I am not giving them a battle or burden to carry. That is mine.
That's not their responsibility.
That's not their responsibility. So he not being present, your daddy's busy. You know, you don't need to question that, or we have a conversation about it. But that doesn't change who you are. That doesn't change what you can achieve. Because everybody have their choices. So I don't let them, the blame game, nah. I don't deal with that. They focus on growing and not fighting parents' battles.
I think that's where a lot of parents they miss out on that part of the parenting aspects.
Yes.
It is not the child's fight.
No.
It's not the child's responsibility.
No.
And when you place that burden on the child, they don't understand how much this affects their growth.
Yes.
Because essentially what you're also doing is you're not allowing this child to develop their own thoughts and the understanding and feelings. You're feeding them this information and you're essentially molding them outside of, in a negative way, outside of allowing them to
form their own opinion.
Form their own opinions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it allows them to just have this distorted sense of reality.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think that's greatly admirable.
Yeah, and they bring this into relationships. It doesn't stop there. They become the girlfriend or the wife or the husband with this baggage that you laid on them, and they have this anger or this expectation that they carry right through, and you wonder, why am I so narcissistic? Why are you so this? And they're so resentful towards their partner or whatever.
As a mother of disabled twins, what advice would you give to other mothers with disabled children?
Take it a day at a time. A day at a time. Don't compare yourself to other mothers. Don't compare your kids to other children. Don't focus too far in the future. And I've always used this analogy. You have people collect things, coins, various collectibles, because it's rare. And I feel yourself special, because out of the millions of children, you were chosen special for this special task. And that's because you have something within you to do it, because, as they say, God never gave us more than we can bear. So I've always feel, even when challenges come with my children, I've always feel that, God is trying to bring me to a next level. When you're playing Super Mario and on to the next level, you finish this challenge and, the next level, and you don't know what's going to come, what's going to be at the end, what you're going to have to do to level up. I've always thought about it. So I take it a day at a time. I deal with it one challenge at a time. I don't go too far down in the future. I don't compare myself to other mothers. I don't compare my situation to other people. I am unique. My situation is unique. And I know, because God gave me this situation, He also has given me the skills to deal with it. Sometimes they're not readily available. Sometimes I develop them along the way, but they're there.
Thank you so much for a very inspiring conversation.
Thank you.
It's been my pleasure. Really and truly, it has been.
Thank you.